Hello and welcome back, noobs and noob slayers. What is up, guys? Diz Tactical here, and I have some very exciting news from the Arma Reforger devs. So yes, we have an update on 1.3's release date, and we also have confirmation for PlayStation 5 mod support. Now this is absolutely amazing because a dev from the lead project team of Arma Reforger got to sit down on Reddit, of all places again. By the way, Reddit, I was not expecting this. But yes, he sat down and replied to people's comments, and honestly, that's kind of what we're diving into today, so you're going to be able to know what's going forward for Arma Reforger. So first up here, do mods on PlayStation 5 depend on your agreement or that of Sony? And when will the mods be available on PlayStation 5? Sony agreed, now work is ongoing. This is absolutely huge. Now, another common question asked within that is what mods are going to be available, because PlayStation 5 has been limited on when it comes to Fallout as well as Skyrim for the mods that they can have. The simplest response and the most Chad level response from the dev is simply he dropped the link to the workshop. He said, that's it. That's what you can do. That means it's unlimited. I mean, if we're going based off what the devs say, that means PlayStation 5 is going to have everything PC has and Xbox has. That is absolutely exciting, so I can't wait for Nam, Ukraine, Afghanistan, Iraq. Every single mod that we have going to PlayStation is going to be huge, especially for my community where we're doing a liberation of Everon. It's going to open up the possibilities, and it's going to keep the Arma Reforger community alive and going. Now, for those who don't actually know what's in Update 1.3, it's quite a bit. One, it adds a BRDM2, it adds the Huey gunship, it adds the LAV-25, and it also adds the MI8 version of the gunship as well. Now, it also is going to be adding rank-based locks behind the arsenal, which is something that has been widely requested. And then it also is going to add tree and building destruction. These are something that are going to be absolutely game changer to the game of Arma Reforger, and its official release is going to be sometime in February if, well, nothing bad happens. So yeah, that's some really exciting stuff to look forward to, and there's some quality of life improvements as well, so be on the lookout for that. It is likely going to be, I would imagine, mid-January or mid-February around that time. I don't think it's going to be the first week. It's probably going to be this likely the middle of the month. That's the way I see it. And I'm going to be honest, there have been some rumors for the February release along 1.3, but I am very, very doubtful for this. We might see a later March / kind of spring vibe, but I could be entirely wrong. We could just get blown out of the water here. Next up, we have a good update on the Arma Reforger roadmap. Now, we all know that the roadmap for Arma Reforger was initially supposed to be roughly only a year. However, guess what? The devs have confirmed that they're going to be adding a lot more, and basically Reforger is not dying anytime soon. It is going to keep getting updated until around Arma 4. This is really big change compared to what the devs' original idea of the game was, which is only supposed to be 1 year. Next up, they have confirmed that they're going to be adding 2 new rocket launchers, which is going to be very, very exciting because we all know the LoL sucks, and honestly, just getting more weapons and vehicles, stuff like that, is going to be really amazing. Next up here, we have modding capability between AR and AR4. I'm not really sure what that whole thing is, but yeah, so essentially we're going to be getting some little works on that, so nothing too major. Next up here, we do have a fix for the screen tearing for PlayStation 5, and then we also are going to be having the night feature kind of reworked, so there is a solution already. It's HDR disabled, but they are going to be essentially reworking the night system and all that for PlayStation 5. They're also fixing the screen tearing, which is literally huge. Like, honestly, I don't think you understand. The devs are huge W's for the devs on that one. Next up, we have something that is going to be really, really cool. I'm very interested to see how the devs are going to implement this and going forward. But this one essentially is going to be reworking the commander system and as well as like overall squads. So I'm interested to see how that goes because Climax has even said they are reworking. They're also actually periscopes, so for vehicles, which honestly is huge because, I mean, I really hate going to third person and using that camera. It is absolutely garbage. Now, next up here, this is a very, very long one. So this one specifically is going to be going to animations and kind of like inertia, stuff like that. They are tweaking some things like vaulting, camera glitches, stuff like that. One of the biggest answers in this, though, is the no suppression. I know a lot of people have been complaining about, like, oh, there's no suppression in this game. It needs to stay out. I mean, Arma 3 doesn't really have a suppression system. I don't see a need in having a suppression system. I mean, places like Squad and Squad 44, suppression honestly kills it for me sometimes, but that might just be a personal preference, and you guys can hate on me in the comments. But that's fine. They're also planning on reworking inventory for feedback, and just it's really a lot of quality of life stuff that's coming forward, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, next up, we're going to be going to, and the final thing here is the. Honestly, everyone's going to know that this might be my most favorite part of the update. Is it's going to be the limitation of gear and weapons based on player rank and conflict. So it is already confirmed in 1.3, and they're actually going to be reworking it again a little bit more in the coming updates. So, I mean, I don't know if this is going to really fix the logistics issue, but in the long run, this is some really exciting news. Some other minor things have been confirmed, but it's not really too relevant for me to put it in this video. But I just am very, very excited that the Arma devs are honestly putting in so much hard work for this game and getting it set up for success going to Arma 4 as well. If everybody liked this video or found it very helpful, make sure you guys leave us a like and subscribe. Until next time.